Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Wednesday, August 31st, and this is the MLB DFS video for today. So in today's video, we'll be taking a quick look back at yesterday's picks, seeing how they turned out, talking about my core plays for today. It is a 9-game main slate overall, and then talking about my top GPP stacks for today. At the time of this recording, my article is not yet up at WeBetATS.com, but once that is available, I will leave a link to it down in the comments below. But without further ado, we'll get started with a recap of yesterday's picks. At the pitcher position, we have Max Fried at $10,500. Looked like a pretty good play yesterday against the Colorado Rockies. Unfortunately, did not end up there. He got to 18 points. He was a miss. I believe he only pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, only 3 strikeouts yesterday, so not a pretty good day for him overall. But Aaron Nola, one of the other top pitchers yesterday, was even worse, so it could have been a whole lot worse there. Kevin Gausman, I believe, was one of the best ones. There was a couple other pitchers that got up there yesterday, a couple unexpected names overall as well. Then at catcher, we had Salvador Perez at $2,800. Got to 34.7 points, so he was a hit. He was the second overall catcher, and then out of that catcher / first base position, he was the 4th highest option there. So obviously some pretty good results, especially for his price tag yesterday as well. Then at shortstop, we had Willy Adames at $3,600. Unfortunately, he got to 0 points. He was a mess and went 0 for 4 yesterday, despite having very good history versus Mitch Keller in the past. Then we moved down to our outfielders. We had Kike Hernandez at $2,700. Got to 9.2 points, gave him a hit. Pretty much what you were looking for out of him yesterday. Anything more would have been a bonus. And then last but not least, we had Michael Taylor at $2,300. Got to 40.9 points, so he was a very massive hit there at that. And he was the second overall outfielder on yesterday's slate. So yesterday, a little bit hit or miss there, but a couple of the hits that we had were some pretty big hits in Salvador Perez and Michael Taylor. Right there with those two guys, you had 75 points. So if you had some other decent options in there, you still had a really good chance of cashing yesterday. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to the core picks for today. So at the pitcher position, we're going to go with Garrett Cole, $11,100. Yes, we've been paying up that pitcher quite a bit as of late. He's by far the best looking pitcher in my opinion today, given the matchup, all the factors and everything else like that. Jacob deGrom might end up being a better play, but he is also going against the Dodgers at $900 more. Garrett Cole has pretty good history versus this Angels team overall throughout his career, so definitely do not have any hesitations today. Then at catcher, we're going right back to Salvador Perez today at $2,900. Averaged about 10 fantasy points per game on the season. Goes against Lance Lynn today. He is 7 for 23 with 2 home runs versus him. So some pretty good upside once again today. And once my cheat sheet is up, you'll notice that he's not in there. I was between him and Ty France, both at $2,900 in terms of mid-range values. I did put Salvador Perez in my core pick today. Part of it's from yesterday's results, although he does have really good history versus Lance Lynn as well. Then at third base, we do have Gio Urshela at $2,600. He's going against the Boston Red Sox. It's Michael Wacha pitching today. And, Gio Urshela averaged about 8 fantasy points per game on the season. It's been kind of an up and down year for him, but he's starting to hit the ball pretty well once again. 3 for 11 with 1 home run versus Michael Wacha in his career, so there is some upside there as well. Then we move down to shortstop with Bo Bichette at $3,300, averaging almost 10 fantasy points per game on the season. Goes against the Chicago Cubs, and it's Luke Farrell making a second start of the season. Not a good pitcher by any means at this point in time in his career. And Bo Bichette is 2 for 2 versus Luke Farrell with 1 home run in his career. So definitely some upside there once again. A guy that's had double-digit points the last 3 times out as well. And then last but not least, I put Eric Haase in the outfield spot. You could also play him at catcher if you really wanted to do so, $2,500, averaging just over 6.5 fantasy points per game on the season. Not a guy that's a full-time starter or anything else like that, so make sure he's in the lineup today, but he's been hitting the ball very, very well. And he's 1 for 2 versus Marco Gonzalez with 1 home run in his career so far. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players that I do have listed here, you have $12,600 remaining, just over $3,100 per player. Still an opportunity to pay up for probably 1 player if you want to do so, and then pay down a couple other positions. Or if you want to take a more balanced approach, that's definitely fine as well on this 9-game slate overall. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to my top stacks for today. As I already mentioned, my article is not yet published over at WeBetATS.com at the time of this recording, but once it is available, I'll leave a link to it down in the comments below. So in terms of the top stacks that I do have for today, I got the Blue Jays going against the Chicago Cubs. Luke Farrell, as I already mentioned, it's his second start of the season. We've seen him kind of throughout the majors, up and down between AAA and the majors quite a bit in the past. Nothing special here. The Blue Jays should have a pretty good advantage versus him today. Then we have the Atlanta Braves going against Ryan Feltner of the Colorado Rockies. They got him against him once this season and lit him up pretty good. So I definitely have some interest in them once again. Ronald Acuna did look pretty good, but he's been banged up, so didn't really make my cheat sheet or anything else like that. If he does end up playing, there is some upside there, but Still a little bit of risk since he's been dealing with a little bit of a knee issue. And then we have the Seattle Mariners going against Tyler Alexander. Not a lot of history there, but some pretty good upside as well. And then last but not least, we have the Kansas City Royals going against Lance Lynn. The last time they went against him, very good history there. Salvador Perez, Nick Prado, Michael Massey's even in there. There's a couple other guys as well. So pretty good day for this Royals team. Lance Lynn is predominantly a fastball pitcher, and the Royals do have some pretty good fastball hitters on their team overall, so would not be surprised if they do well versus him once again today. But with that being said, these are my core 5 picks as well as top GPP stacks for today, August 31st. As always, if you have any questions related to MLB DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on tonight's slate, whether it's someone from my core 5 picks, whether it's someone from my top GPP stacks, or whether it's a completely different player you guys think I missed. Definitely interested in hearing what you have to say. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. Helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, primarily MLB DFS at this point in time. But we are getting very, very close to NFL season, so that will be coming around the corner real quick. And then after that, during the NBA regular season, I will be doing content for that as well. And then with that being said, if you are a new or current subscriber who's yet to do so, also be sure to hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily MLB DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.